Hello. Hey, there we are. We're live. How you doing, everybody? Just going to make it official here on Facebook. And we welcome you to another great edition. Well, we had a little technical burp. We couldn't access our audio. I have no idea why, but excuse me, whilst I do this and make everything so decent. So, whatever the hell I'm doing here. Okay, so how y'all doing? Good to see you. Right now, I'm just telling everybody that we're back on the air. It's been a fun day, you know that? Really, it has been a completely fun day, and tomorrow is going to be something I look forward to. I'm hoping. So here we go. Hopefully, there will be no situational problems and everything will go back to abnormal. And it has. Hey, Matt, Ed, and Eddie, how you doing? How's everybody doing? Okay, since we got off the schneid, that we got off the ball a little late because of our tech issue, mainly with the audio. Our mic wasn't actually in sync. So we're having to do this whole thing on the fly. Got a lot of news for you. Um, hopefully, boy, thank you, Bruno. Thank you. Okay. Got to get over to where our position was and everything and give you all the latest sports and entertainment news. And oh boy, I'm doing well. We still need to discuss the L2C comeback after the show's done. Yes, if I don't fall asleep like I did yesterday. This show lasted yesterday around 18 minutes. Talk about your strange things. Anyway, we're back. And we're back. Let's get to it. Let's get on with a look at the sports. And the main story tonight, the LA Lakers, once more, they could not get out of that hole being the first round of the NBA playoffs. And this year, they were up against the Denver Nuggets, and they couldn't do it. They lost 4-1. And wow. If you remember when the NBA played in Orlando because of COVID, that was the only time the Lakers won. And then all of a sudden, LeBron got it into his head that he is truly the GOAT, that he will pass Michael Jordan. Since then, first round loss, and oh yeah, first round loss. It's been a first round loss of disaster. And we got a lot to talk about, folks. One of the things we're going to talk about is, of course, what's next for the Lakers. And I guarantee you, a lot of people have had enough of the Lakers' continued failings, and they want some answers and they want something done. Since they signed LeBron away from Cleveland, he's only won the championship once. Beyond that, it's been a failure, and we're not just counting Space Jam 2. LeBron James has played 6 seasons with the Los Angeles Lakers. The first 2, he was treated Yes, I'm going to say it, like a god, like a king. Since then, it's been a complete flop after flop after flop. Uh, one more, and he would have matched his first run with the Cleveland Cavaliers for his longest tenure with a single team. The choice to reach that milestone, thanks to a player option, is in his contract, is entirely in his hands. At the moment, James is seemingly still on the fence about whether or not he would like to play for LA. The Lakers were eliminated, as we said, from the postseason by the Denver Nuggets on Monday, which naturally prompted questions about James's future in Los Angeles. And a lot of questions like, is it time the Lakers do a major reboot from the ground up? If he has made up his mind, he decided not to share a decision. He's waiting for the ESPN special, The Choice 2, Electric Boogaloo. When asked if there was any thought about whether or not this could be his last game as a Laker following Monday night's embarrassment, James took a lengthy pause and declined to answer. As speculation continued to surround James on Tuesday following the elimination, he took to social media to reiterate that he does not know what his future holds. He only said, finally. James tends to keep his cards close to the chest when it comes to off-season plans. He's changed teams on 3 occasions, each of the moves, and he's controlled the messaging involved in each of those moves. In 2010, he announced his move to the Miami Heat on a televised interview show he entitled The Decision. In 2014, on ESPN with legitimate sports journalist Jim Gray. In 2014, he revealed that he planned to return to the Cleveland Cavaliers in a first-person letter published by Sports Illustrated. Are they still even publishing? His 28, again, much like last year, and the year before that, the Lakers were hapless, very hapless. They didn't know where they were going. And of course, with LeBron, La Ego took it all. Did they deserve to be bounced again? Yes. Also, you're going to destroy an ego and make him more humble. But of course, we're talking LeBron James, and there's nothing about him that is humble. He's a ball player. He strives for attention. Well, he's getting it again. But the one thing he definitely isn't is a humble basketball player. The ego guides him. And so do people who are paid by him to give him advice, to counsel him, to tell him he's great. He'll pass Michael Jordan someday. No, he won't pass Michael Jordan. He never will pass Michael Jordan. Because if you want to know something about Michael Jordan, it's simple. He played the game. He didn't play the fans. He played the game. He played it with skill. He played it with panache. He played it with style. He played it with innovation. He played it with heart and soul. If LeBron has a heart and soul, you couldn't find it in most games. But Michael Jordan will and forever be the greatest of all times, the GOAT. Next to Jerry Buss, next to Magic Johnson, next to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, next to Shaq, next to almost anyone else, Jerry West. The symbol of the NBA. LeBron, he's good, but he's no Michael Jordan. He's no Jerry West. He's no Wilt Chamberlain. He's no um, Wilt Chamberlain. He's no Bob Lanier. He's no Julius Irving. He's no Shaq. He's no Kobe. He is no Magic. They were players. LeBron was just a player. My opinion only. Now, like we said, he's got 2 months to make his mind, and he intends to use that time to evaluate the Lakers. Well, I can evaluate the Lakers right now as a team. They're they're dysfunctional. There's no team there. They're just a bunch of egos, led by the king of ego, LeBron James. If you want a team, choose a team, not a bunch of high-priced millionaire butt kissers. I may be 59, but I know a bit of pro football. I've watched pro football, pro basketball. Excuse the mind wanders, but returns. I've watched pro basketball from the 60s on, and I could tell you this. There are some players who can beat and clean up the floor with LeBron James and Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Bob Lanier, Bob Cousy, um, who else? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Magic Johnson, Shaq, Kobe. Um, who else? Walt Walt Frazier. Is that the guy's name? Hmm. Bill Russell. A whole lot of players would clean up the court with LeBron. And why? Because they not only played the game, they lived the game. But they also showed a humble side when it came to the fans. That's your number one audience. Now, with the Lakers, the fan base of the Lakers continues to wonder just how much of a joke this team is going to be. They were lousy the whole season. They just got in by the skin of their teeth in the playoff game or play-in game, only to once again fall down. Why? Because the answer is they're not that good. And they never will be until somebody decides to shake that place up. If it's the coach, if it's Jeannie Buss, but somebody's got to shake that team up. And the people, they want to know if there's a chance the Prince, LeBron's son, Bronny, will play for the Lakers next to his dad. Well, I can tell you, like most kids, Bronny's going to make his own decisions. And if he wants to play along with his dad, that'd be good. That would be a great plan. But if he wants to be his own man, he's got to do things his own way. His father may have laid the foundation for him, but he's got to stand up in his own 2 feet. As for the team, I think it's time for a total rebuild. Get rid of some of the dead weight. Start prepping for the NBA draft and start getting some young players, some players with a creative mindset that will change the face of the game. Not continue with this old bleep that only one man is a team. The others are just following. That's not it. One person a team? No. There are 12 people. That's a team. The coach, he's a part of that team. He's got to lay down some laws, some rules. He's got to change up that game a little bit. He's got to get rid of the staleness. And that's what the Lakers have been for 3 years. Stale, boring, uninspired, and completely lacking in any creativity to win games. It's just simply this: hand LeBron the ball, give LeBron the ball, let LeBron shoot. Oh, yeah, the other guys can shoot, but mainly LeBron. He's the team. No, he isn't. He's just a player. A player who might as well face it. He's not the greatest of all time. He is just a player. He's a fair player. Not one of the best, but a fair one. He's been that way for a long time. He will always be in the shadow of greatness until he can do something great without an ego, but with a team. The Lakers were his team, but his team just didn't think it was good enough. Okay. Wow, I had a lot to say there. Yeah, that was something, wasn't it? Okay, we got more on Ohtani. Yep, friends, baseball time. Man, that was a long recitation. My apologies. Continuing story of Shohei Ohtani and his interpreter, or just his interpreter, and the big scandal, well, just got a little bit deeper. Money allegedly stolen from Los Angeles Dodgers star. Let's try that again. It's live. We could screw up. Money allegedly stolen from Los Angeles Dodger star Shohei Ohtani by his interpreter and longtime friend Ippei Mizuhara was funneled to an illegal bookmaker through casinos in California and Las Vegas, reports ESPN. Mizuhara is alleged to have stolen more than $16 million for Ohtani through a series of 500,000 wire transfers over a period of 7 years. Now, here's more from ESPN. Enlighten us all. The series of $500,000 payments Ippei Mizuhara sent from Shohei Ohtani's bank account to a legal bookmaking operation were forwarded to California and Las Vegas casinos, where the money was deposited in gambling accounts converted to playing chips and later cashed out to pay to bookie. Multiple sources with direct knowledge of the operation told ESPN. Matthew Bowes, the California bookmaker who took Mizuhara's bets, was a frequent customer at Las Vegas's Casino Resorts World. The source told ESPN that Mizuhara paid his losses to Boyer's associate, who forwarded the money to his own marker accounts at Resorts World and Pechanga Resorts Casino in Southern California. The men then withdrew chips from the marker account, gambled with them, and if they won, they cashed out. Now, sports betting is illegal in California, and Boyer is under federal investigation. Mizuhara's name popped up while the LA Times was reporting on the investigation to Boyer, which brought the scandal to light. Federal investigators allege Mizuhara stole the money in part by impersonating Ohtani on the phone with his bank. Mizuhara allegedly wrote in a message to his bookmaker after news of the scandal broke in late March, according to the criminal complaint, quote, Technically, let's try it again. Technically, I did steal from him. It's all over for me. No shit. Otani is considered a victim in the case between December 2021 and January 2024. Mizuhara allegedly placed about 19,000 wages, averaging $25 a day. Those bets came to a net loss of more than $40 million, according to the criminal complaint. Mizuhara faces a maximum penalty of 30 years in prison if convicted of bank fraud. Hi, meet your new roommate, Bubba. The 29-year-old Otani signed a record 10-year, $700 million contract with the Dodgers this past offseason. He spent the first 6 years of his Major League Baseball career a little farther south with the Los Angeles Angels. The two-way star is hitting .341, .406, and .635 this season. He is unable to pitch as he recovers from September elbow surgery. Wasn't that a song done by Neil Diamond? September elbow surgery. Otani and Mizuhara met in 2013 when Otani was 18 and playing for the Nippon Ham Fighters in Japan, and Mizuhara served as the team's interpreter for English-speaking players. The Dodgers terminated Mizuhara after the scandal came to light in March. And the band played on. The more you think about it, the more people are going to say that interpreter is going to be somebody's bitch in prison. Count on that to be true. Please don't drop the soap. And there will be, no, I'm not going to do the joke, so let's just continue on here. Speaking more Angel stuff, if it weren't for bad luck, he wouldn't have luck at all. No, I'm not talking about Mizuhara, but I am talking about Mike Trout. Los Angeles Angels star requires surgery on a torn meniscus in his left knee. General Manager Perry Minasian announced Tuesday. The surgery is not expected to be season-ending, but quite possibly could be. According to the Baseball Prospectus Injury Recovery Database, a torn meniscus typically comes with a 2 to 3 month absence. That puts Trout on track to return sometime in July or August if all goes accordingly. Now, there was no apparent play where Trout suffered the injury. He played all 9 innings of Monday night's win over the Phils in his usual center field and went 0 for 3 at the plate with a walk. Trout has played 24 games in center field and 5 as a designated hitter this year. He typically DH during day games after a night game. Pretty decent work if you can find it. Trout said on Tuesday, "It's just frustrating. It's crazy. I don't even know when I did it. Third inning, after the inning was over, I was running into the dugout. I felt like a little bit of an ache in my knee, not like a serious ache. Like, that was weird. Didn't think anything of it. Was hitting, running, didn't feel nothing. Scoring from second, nothing. It was just after when I did activity and I sat down and got back up, that's when I started feeling it." Trout added, "I wasn't feeling it hitting. I wasn't feeling it running. I was just sore. I was just telling myself maybe I just banged it on something and I didn't realize it." Then after the game, getting treatment, really sore. Plan was to just see how I felt in the morning. If I woke up, I was sore. Get it looked at. That was the plan. Last night, it was tough for me to sleep. It was just aching all night. Trout went for tests Tuesday that confirmed the torn meniscus injuries have unfortunately begun to pile up. Well, let's try again because it was a new sentence. Injuries have unfortunately begun to pile up for Trout in recent years. He played only 237 of 486 possible games from 21 to 23, or 49%. Now he'll miss a significant chunk of 24 as well. The injuries. You're going to love this somewhat bizarro list. August 6, 2018, wrist inflammation, days missed 10. May 18th, 2021, calf strain, days missed 139. That was May 18th, 2021. July 15th, 2022, his back, he missed 35 days. July 4th, 2023, fractured hamate, 89 days missed. April 30th of 2024, torn meniscus, 180 days missed. The 32-year-old has played well this season overall, slugging a league-leading 10 home runs. He has cooled down over the last 2 weeks or so, but still owns a well above average 220, 325, and 541 slash line. For what it's worth, Trout's sprint speed is in the 92nd percentile this season, so the knee injury hasn't slowed him down. To replace Trout, the Angels signed veteran Kevin Pillar prior to Tuesday's game. The team announced the 35-year-old began the season with the Chicago White Sox. The Angels will pay Pillar the prorated minimum for the rest of 2024. Mickey Monak, who slugged 14 home runs with an 802 ops in 85 games last season, sitting 143, 200, 214 as of this year, and has begun to lose playing time to Joe Adell of late. Trout's injuries figure to push Moniak back into the lineup full-time, at least against right-handed pitchers. Adell, Moniak, Pillar, and Taylor Ward will be the club's regular outfielders. This is year 6 of Trout's massive 12-year, $426.5 million contract. The Angels owe him $35.45 million per year through 2030. Trout has full no-trade protection and has resisted a trade to date, even to the Tigers. But even if he were open to a move, the Halos would have a tough time finding a taker given the injuries and the money they would have to eat salary to facilitate said deal. Even with Trout having a strong April, the Angels interplay Tuesday with 11-18 record and a minus 35 run differentials. They've lost 9 of their last 11. Now, kids, time for a little resuscitatable. Let's see. Okay. Yep. Time now for a little rest, a little chance to look back and give you scores as we lounge a bit in the luxury of peace and silence. And no sleeping. Here we go. And it's not a bad way to sell a show. But here we go anyways. Let me just drag you over here. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah. We got the filter here. There we go. Okay, let's go to the NBA. Bucks over the Pacers. Oh, excuse me. At the half, the Bucks lead the Pacers 53-48. Final in overtime, Knicks 106. 76ers 112. Knicks lead the series 3-2. The Cavaliers defeated the Orlando Magic by 1 point, 104-103. They lead the series 3-2. By the way, Pacers lead their series with the Bucks 3-2-1. In Major League Baseball, this is long but lovely. Games are still going on as we speak. In the bottom of the third inning, Brewers over the Rays 8-2. Top of the eighth inning, Guardians and Astros tied at 8. Bottom of the fourth, Phillies over the Angels 3-1. Top of the fourth, Athletics over the Pirates 2-1. Bottom of inning number 8. Excuse me, folks. What do we say here? Okay. Let's see. 8-8. 3-1 Phillies over the Angels in the fourth. Bottom of top of the fourth. Athletics over the Pirates 2-1. Bottom of the fourth. Mariners over Braves 3-2. Top of the fifth. Padres over the Reds 1-0. Delayed on account of rain. Dodgers, Diamondbacks, Goose Eggs. Huzzah. Excuse me. Cardinals over the Tigers 2-1. Orioles over the Yankees 4-2. Marlins over the Rockies in 10, 7-6. Royals over the Blue Jays 4-1. Mets over the Cubs 4-2. Red Sox over the Giants 4-0. Tigers in the first game of the doubleheader. We read you the second score, but here's the first score: 11-6. Tigers over Cardinals. Twins over the White Sox 6-5. Rangers over the Nationals 7-1. In the National Hockey League, scusa. End of one. So in the first intermission, Avalanche and Jets. Hi there. They are tied at 1. 4:46 left to play in the first in Game 5 of the Western Conference first round. Predators Canucks scoreless. Series is tied at 1 apiece. By the way, Avalanche and Jets for Game 5 of the Western first round. And the Avalanche lead the series 3-1. In Game 5 of the Eastern Conference first round, the Maple Leafs in overtime defeated the Bruins 2-1. That puts the Leafs in the catbird seat. Actually, it puts both of them in the catbird seat for that one game they'll win it. Maple Leafs and Bruins 3-all as we go to Game 7 on Thursday. Hurricane over the Islanders 6-3. And that means that the Hurricanes have eliminated the New York Islanders. In Major League Soccer action, it was Seattle and Philadelphia. Seattle defeated Philadelphia 3-2 in the Champions League. Bayern Munich and Real Madrid tied at 2. In Argentinian soccer action, it was Estudiantes over Boca Junior tied at 1. We'll get things right. I know we will. By the way, we're going to try something again because we know you want some veritable excitement here on this broadcast, and we do aim to please, folks. Yes, we do. By the way, since we started 10:15, we're going to end at 11:15. But we're not going to leave you hanging. We're going to start our little broadcast, folks, with some hear-ins, like we did about maybe 2.5 years ago. We gave you listen-ins to games that are in progress. Tonight, we are going back to that lovely little schedule and give you the games that we'll be able to bring you. So we got literally a plethora to choose from. Now we're looking for some that are still going, and we'll let you listen to a little bit of it. So enjoy. We're going to let you listen to some of the games that are in progression. In fact, let's see here. Ooh, I don't think there's much here. Oh yeah, there is. Let's give you something here. We'll give you a little soupçon, if you will. First of all, Kannapolis at Lynchburg suspended. Durham and Gwinnett were postponed, as were Daytona at Palm Beach, Hartford at Binghamton, Biloxi at Tennessee, and Omaha at Iowa. So those are your postponed and bad news Barco Loungers. Let's take you right now, if possible, to Reno versus Vegas. Give you a little taste of their game. They're in the top of the third. Yay! We're breaking rules and taking names. Okay, let us bring you just a little itty bit of vocal play-by-play here. Right now it is 7-2 Reno in the lead, top of the third inning. And we are going to hopefully give you a little audio, just a little taste of that game like we did a long time ago. So give us a few seconds to warm up the old big dish so we can give you that lovely little game. That lovely little game, yes. Top of the third, yes. Can we have a listen to that game, please? Or are we going to just tap dance here until 11:30 or 11:15? One or the other. I just want people to know to listen to the game for just a little bit, the games that we will be selecting. Right now, oh boy, why are you doing this to me? Okay. Yeah, let's go to Vegas, shall we? Yes, let's go to Vegas, sweetheart. Okay, we're going to give you Vegas in a few moments. Please stand by. Then I think we'll head over to, no, better yet, let's head over to Albuquerque right now. Round Rock taking on Albuquerque. Albuquerque right now is in the bottom of the eighth inning. We're slow to subscribe here, kids. Okay, right now we're in the top of the ninth. Albuquerque is down 6-3. And we are going to try to bring you some minor league games right here on this stinking little show here. We're ad-libbing. It's so great to do that, you know. So great. Let's okay, let's do it this way. Thank you, gracias. We're going through everything, folks. Boom. We just need. We can't watch live. Obviously, we can't watch live. There we go. Vegas. We can't watch live. We have to listen live. Listening is better than understanding. Ah, Lord. Okay. No. Boom. Yeah, I want to. What's the team from Vegas called? Erg. Okay. Let's try this. Vegas. There we go. Hey, we're finally getting one right. Okay. Let's get with the Las Vegas Aviators. Give you a little listen to that game. Begging and pleading like we do. Let's see here. Are we even going to give a listen or get a listen to the game? Listen to the river of the falling rain. Okay, we're trying to. I don't even think we're able to. Oh, this is going to be a fun park, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay. There we are. We got it. 7-2. They're in the middle of the third inning. Let's give you a listen just briefly to said game. It's on Raider Nation 920 AM enjoy Russ Langer and Mac Neverett handle of the game. We're going to give you just a little taste of it. God, we hope. Gosh, we hope. So let's give those people some Raider-tastic, some action, folks. Yep, we're going to give you a little bit from the Las Vegas Sports Network, KRLV. Let's give you the game. Come on, guys, give us game. Okay, we can't let you listen to the commercials, but we'll let you listen to the game if we can never get it. Oh boy. If not, we're just going scores because we promised we would give you some listen-ins to some games. And by God, by golly, we've wasted a lot of time. So we're going to bring you some game. God, I hope.
He's hitting on a ball that left the bat at 110 miles an hour. He had an 8-game hitting streak broken on Sunday, so he's hit safely at 9 out of 10 with that one, and he is starting to pick it up too with the average. The A's head brass really keeping a close eye on Soderstrom, basically day in and day out. They would love to add another power left-handed bat to their major league lineup. He's on first for Carlos Perez. Takes high, ball one. Perez singled and scored in the second inning, but we were talking about his day 2 Sundays ago here at the Las Vegas ballpark against Tacoma. His base hit kind of interrupted us going over just how incredible that performance was. 1-0 of his swung on and missed way early at a curveball at 77 to bring the count even. Enter the game in the 6th inning as a pinch hitter. Multiple game-tying or game-winning hits. He had a triple, solo shot to tie it, and down to the last out in the 10th. Walk-off blast into the seats and left. Checks his swing here on a breaking ball down and away for ball 2. Goes 2-1 to Perez with Soderstrom on first and 1 out. Yeah, I think he's shortchanging a little bit because it went beyond the seats. Oh, it was a bomb. Yeah, he just crushed it. 11 total bases, not bad for a guy who began the game on the bench. The total base is a great 6-game series in the PCL, let alone a 3-at-bat stretch. He swings here and grounds this one down the bag at third. It's off the glove of the third baseman, Chaparro. Long throw across the diamond is in time. Oh, what a recovery as Chaparro fielded it behind the base. Ball tiptoeing the jock and unable to grab it cleanly, recovered well, threw a strike and called out is Perez at first. Ran Reardon over to argue his case with Jeremy Ruggs, the first base umpire. Very close. We haven't seen a replay yet. Hopefully we'll get one.
Okay, and that is from the Las Vegas Aviators, and that is courtesy of course, Raider Nation Radio, 9:20 a.m., and a great blessing. So just thought we'd give you one little bit before we run deep into what is called our scoreboard. Because we've done the news, we've had our technical issues, everything is about screwed up to the point, but we continue. And I'm going to relax because I'm not letting anything get to me. So let's get ready, let's rock and roll, let's give you some scores and get out of here on a happy note. So here we go, kids. Get ready, scores and more. We're psychotic, folks. We're psychotic, yes. Here we go. In the in the Manor Lager Soccer, in Major League Soccer, the Seattle Sounders beat Philadelphia by a score of 3-2. Somebody just make the pleasant even more pleasanter. somewhere around here. All right. Here we go. Let's, we're hitting the wrong buttons. This is what we do best. We screw up for everybody. Okay. I know we gave you the scores before, but we got scores from other places. We're going to give you a selection of those scores. And let's go to basketball. Give you an update on some of that. Then we got a few little things for you. In overtime, the Philadelphia 76ers beat the New York Knicks 112-106. Cleveland Cavaliers beat the Orlando Magic 104-103. And in the third quarter, the Indiana Pacers beat the Milwaukee Bucks 40. Bucks lead the Pacers 60-48. It's been a long day, and it's going to get longer, but it's going to be fun. Okay, don't forget women's basketball is coming up. Okay, let's go from football, basketball to ice hockey. We've already given you baseball, but we'll give you some scores anyway. Right now, games that are continuing: Colorado Avalanche in the second period, they lead the Winnipeg Jets 2-1. Nashville and Vancouver are tied at goose eggs after one intermission. Toronto Maple Leafs in overtime beat the Boston Bruins 2-1. And Sweet Caroline, they beat the New York Islanders 6-3. In the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League playoffs, Belcogneur defeated Cape Breton 8-2. And Drummondville over Victoriaville 3-2. In the WHL playoffs, Moose Jaw in the third period leads Saskatoon 2-1. And that's it for your soccer. Now, some more news, and then we will disappear before your very, very, very eyeballs. Let me get to a bit of new NBA basketball TV deals are about done.
According to The Athletic, as The Athletic reported Friday, the NBA and Amazon Prime Video have the framework for an agreement that will make the streamer a major player in how the league's games are watched in the future. At the same time, ABC, ESPN, and the NBA also headed for a new deal that will keep the NBA Finals on that network.
Okay, The Athletic, well, just got it from what's her name? But it looks like, as The Athletic reported Friday, the NBA and Amazon Prime Video do have a framework for an agreement that will make the streamer a major player in how the league's games are watched in the future. And at the same time, Disney, which owns both ABC and ESPN, are also headed for a new deal with the NBA that will keep the finals on that network. The only situation we have now is simply this. And it is simply, let's try it this way. NBA deals.
Yeah?
Jeez. NBA new broadcast deals.
According to Sports Pro Media, the National Basketball Association, NBA, has reportedly agreed to the framework of media.
Thank you. All we need is this. Sports Pro Media, we're going to give you the framework. We're going to give you all the discussion and why this is very important. Okay, now according to the Athletic, Prime Video, their package will entail significant regular season and postseason matchups with conference finals to possibly also be included. Meanwhile, Puck has reported that Disney-owned network ESPN has also reached terms on a new broadcast contract. The sports broadcaster will keep the NBA's A package, which is said to contain the exclusive rights to the NBA Finals for ABC. However, it also means fewer games will be shown. ESPN will broadcast around 80 games, down from its current share of about 100. Now, both agreements, while yet to be finished, are expected to last for at least a decade and will commence with next season's campaign. In addition, Bloomberg reports that rights to the WNBA are expected to be incorporated into both deals. Now, the NBA's current contract with Disney and Warner Brothers Discovery expire at the end of this coming season and are worth a combined 24 billion dollars, I should say. The league is targeting a major increase in revenues, with some observers believing it could double or even triple its annual domestic broadcast income. The league has been keen to add a streaming broadcaster for the next rights cycle, but has also yet to rule out the possibility of having 4 broadcast partners overall. Now, should the league opt to only have 3, it is thought that Warner Brothers Discovery would need to fend off competition from NBC Universal / Comcast to secure the final rights package. Warner Brothers Discovery had the rights to match any rival's offer as the incumbent rights holder, but sadly, that exclusive window faded into the dust. So now it's anybody's ballgame, even CBS's. It faces a significant challenge from NBC, which previously held the league's domestic rights until 2002. So now, NBC has already said their amount, and it's big. We haven't got the exact amount yet, but reports are that it is 2 to 6 billion. Now, all eyes turn to Warner Brothers Discovery, which owns the Turner Nets that have broadcast the games since 1989. Now, at the risk of losing the alt altogether, in November 2022, company chief executive David Zaslav claimed it did not need to have the NBA, arguably the company's most prized sports property. NBC, meanwhile, has seen the revenue-generating potential of sports for its Peacock streaming service and will push hard to secure a package of games, not just for NBC, but for Peacock. That may be a bit of a controversy with Amazon Prime Video holding the streaming rights. But right now, when news of Warner Brothers Discovery possibly leaving the NBA, their stock is tanking, has taken a bath. So we will continue to follow this story and update it for you when something comes up immediately. If there's breaking news, we will break in and give it to you. But really, that is just something I don't think anyone wants to see EJ, Shaq, Kenny the Jet, and Sir Charles leave. They have been doing this for 35 years. First on, before all this, TBS had the Braves, not the Braves, the Atlanta Hawks and the NBA. They shared a little bit of it with TNT in the early days, and TNT came out and did that fair share. And then they partnered with True TV, used to be called Court TV. Everything is going good now, but we hope the relationship between them and the NBA will continue, because that's about the only game that they got in town these days, that and a baseball contract. Anyway, We are nearing the end. We have about 5 minutes left on this broadcast. So why not take a little breath of a moment? And I mean breath. And we give you a little bit of some karaoke. That's right. We're going to sing a little karaoke for the last 4 minutes. I'm just going to try to pick up a song here. There's a way we can do this. We can do this. Now, I've already done Hello, Detroit. Okay. What can we do here? Okay. We'll do it. If we're late, we're late. But here we go. Here we go. Good luck to us all. Moon River, wider than a mile, I'm crossing you in style someday. Old dream maker, you heartbreaker, wherever you're going, I'm going your way. Two drifters off to see the world. There's such a lot of world to see. We're after the same rainbow's end, waiting round the bend. My huckleberry friend, Moon River, and me. Two drifters off to see the world. There's such a lot of world to see. We're after. And I got to do it again. Two drifters off to see the world. There's such a lot of world to see. We're after the same rainbow's end, waiting round the bend. My huckleberry friend, Moon River, and me. And we ended that just perfect. Even if my singing isn't. We'll see you tomorrow night. Back at normal. Thank you, everybody. We're taking a hike. We'll see you tomorrow night. This has been a presentation Mystifying Creativity Productions, and it is a mystery how we got through that. with a technical glitch that lasted about 15 minutes. See you tomorrow, everybody. Love and positivity your way. Good night. Have a fun rest of your night. See you tomorrow.